Good day, everyone. I am Shandika C. Barbadilla from Save Life Foundation. And now, let's talk about the child abuse and neglect. Save Life Foundation is a non-profit organization that aims to protect and save lives of children who are victims of sexual, emotional, and physical abuse, neglect, and abandonment. Child abuse and neglect are serious issues affecting millions of children worldwide, and raising awareness about these problems is important. As a member of Save Life Foundation, I am here to talk about the devastating effects of child abuse and neglect. Children who experience abuse or neglect may suffer from physical injuries, emotional trauma, and long-term psychological damage. These can include physical injuries, changes in behavior or mood, or unexplained absence from school or work. They may also struggle with trust issues, low self-esteem, and difficulty forming healthy relationships. Some of the risk factors that increases the likelihood of child include poverty, sustained substance abuse, domestic violence, and mental illness. Children who are neglected or abused may experience depression, anxiety, in later life. It is important for parents and caregivers to be aware of these risk factors and take steps to prevent them from occurring. Child abuse is a serious issue that affects millions of children worldwide. It can take many forms, including physical, emotional, and sexual abuse. Unfortunately, many cases of child abuse go unreported and unnoticed. Therefore, it is important to be aware of the signs of child abuse to help protect vulnerable children. The first sign of child abuse is unexplained injuries such as bruises or burns in unusual places or patterns. The second sign is changes in behavior such as sudden aggression or withdrawal from social activities. The third sign is poor hygiene and malnutrition, which can indicate neglect. The fourth sign is inappropriate sexual behavior or knowledge of their age, which can indicate sexual abuse. And lastly, the fifth sign is fearfulness around certain individuals or situations. If you suspect a child may be experiencing any form of abuse, it's important to report it immediately to the appropriate authorities. By being aware of these signs and taking actions when necessary, we can help prevent further harm to innocent children and provide them with the support they need to heal and thrive. Child abuse is a heinous crime that can have long lasting effects on the victim's mental and physical health. It is essential to take preventive measures to ensure the safety and well being of the child. There are four ways to prevent child abuse: education, awareness, intervention, and support. Education involves teaching parents about proper parenting technique and how to manage stress effectively. Awareness campaign can help people recognize the signs of abuse and report it promptly. An intervention involves taking action when abuse is suspected or reported, such as involving law enforcement or child protective service. Finally, providing support for victims can help them heal from their trauma and prevent further instances of abuse. By implementing these four strategies, we can work towards a world where every child is safe from harm. The Philippines has several government agencies that are responsible for protection of children. These agencies includes the Departments of Social Welfare and Development, or what we call DSWD, the Department of Education, and the Council of the Welfare of Children. The DSWD is responsible for providing social services to children who are in need, such as those who are abandoned, neglected, or abused. The agency also provides assistance to families who are struggling to provide for their children. The DepEd is responsible for ensuring that all children have access to education. The agency works to promote inclusive education to provide support services to students with special needs. The CWC is a policy-making body that coordinates efforts among different government agencies and non-government organizations in promoting child welfare. It is it also monitors compliance with laws related to child protection. Despite these efforts, child abuse remains a significant problem in the Philippines. More needs to be done to ensure that every child is protected from harm and given the opportunity to thrive. It is crucial that we take action to prevent child abuse and neglect by educating parents, caregivers, teachers, and other adults on how to recognize signs of abuse or neglect. We must also provide support services for the children who have experienced trauma. And that ends my advocacy on child abuse and neglect. Thank you for your time, and once again, together we can make a difference in the lives of these vulnerable children by raising awareness about child abuse and neglect and working towards a safer future for all children.